And good. Neither one of us shaved today.
Neither did I.
Yeah, see? So, we look nice and scruffy.
How's my bald spot looking there?
Bald.
Blinding?
Yeah, look at my
Yeah, actually, it's shiny, dude. You could use a powder.
Yeah. You're shining up there, dude. I think you lost maybe 20 strands of hair, too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I think every time I shower, I lose a little bit more.
Really?
Well, I noticed one time when I washed my hair, I noticed a ring of hair.
I mean, why did you shave your beard anyway?
Because I got tired of it.
Okay.
Every time I take a drink, whether it be soda, Gatorade, beer, and then it drips.
Yeah.
I don't like facial hair. That's just me.
Well,
My wife loves it.
I would love facial hair if mine grew correctly. You may see little stubble, little hairs around here, but they don't grow. They don't grow.
I only get it here.
Yeah, I only get it right here.
I can donate.
The rest is just this stuff.
So, yeah, it's a little fuzzy stuff.
This is actually about a week and a half.
Yeah, that's the same thing I get.
Yeah.
I get it here real nice.
Yep.
Everywhere else is
That's
like
it.
fuzz.
The next time I shave, I can give it to you.
No, it won't be the same.
You can paste it on, get a nice quality beard.
It won't be the same, John. I still won't feel like a full-fledged man. Because I'm borrowing.
And then a part of me will always be with you.
Mine, it's gray. It wouldn't look right on you.
You know what I mean? Well, that's one thing. I have this patch of gray here, and I have this patch of gray here, and I get nothing over here. I mean, just peach fuzz. Are we ready?
Yeah. Actually, I got them rolling, so you guys can start whenever you want.
KRVSR Productions. This is Kenny. How you doing today? Today I have a host with me, another guy by the name of John, and we're gonna scratch that. I don't want to use I have someone with me today, a co-host. His name is John. Actually, John is say hello, John.
Hi, hey guys, how you doing?
John is actually my producer, and John actually got me doing podcasting, and he's actually teaching me the arts of how to get this across to people. John, would you like to explain to the audience on what's going on? How did you come up with the ideal, and what made you decide to pick me of all people? Why me?
Well, with the whole thing with what Glitz and Glam TV Productions is doing is this is what we love to do. We love producing video. We love creating video content. And it's no secret to at least people that are in the industry that it's a very cutthroat industry. People are always trying to undercut each other. Like, hey, I'll do this video for you for $100 since my competition is saying they'll do it for $200. So it gets very frustrating. And I started to think outside the box. And I was like, wait, how about we work with other YouTube creators? This way, it takes out the competition because they're doing the video business from a different angle than we're doing it. We're working behind the scenes with content creators to help give them that professional look that they need, And the reason why this is so important is because as a content creator on platforms like YouTube, if you want to be taken seriously, if you want to be taken seriously as a video influencer, you have to have that certain level of professionalism for people to take you seriously.
John, I don't mean to cut you off, but how did you first get started? I know that you also work with a gentleman named Malcolm. Malcolm's he's actually working the cameras today, and this is really beautiful. But how did you actually get into doing podcasting, period?
Well, it's a good question because I was never really into this before. But going back maybe about 2 years ago, my mom started selling this clothes for this one business. I won't mention the name of the company because I'm not advertising. But okay. So she started doing these live shows, which a lot of the different multi-level marketing programs out there, they now do this. It's this whole fad, this whole thing going on, this whole craze with let's go live and sell our stuff online. So she started doing these Friday Night Live shows,
Mm-hmm.
and but she was afraid. She didn't want to do it by herself. So she asked me if I would go on the show with her.
Okay.
I was like, sure, I'll do that.
I've seen those shows too. They're pretty funny.
So I went on with her, and it turned out I loved it. And it just all kind of stems from there. You know, I started going on the camera. I wanted to start my own channel. I never had a YouTube channel before. Well, I had a YouTube channel, but I only made videos seldomly, and I didn't really do much with it. And so I got into the whole vlog scene, and I would say how did I get into vlogging?
Right.
Or podcasting?
Right.
When I was doing research on how to better my game in video production, well, I did so on YouTube, and I came across other vloggers that were talking about it. And so it kind of gave me that whole idea of, well, let me vlog too, and also learn about video production. Because the one thing is, especially when you're first getting started, is you're learning all these new skills, but you don't have any projects to work on.
Okay.
What easier way to start a project than to vlog? You know, you get yourself in front of the camera, and now you have a project to work on.
Okay. That's interesting. How did you meet Malcolm?
Well, I met Malcolm through my wife.
Okay.
And technically, I met him years prior through the entertainment industry.
Did you know that Malcolm was into working with cameras and audio and all that sort of stuff also?
I knew he was a sound guy, but I did not know he was also a video guy, and he's excellent at both of that.
Yeah, I can honestly tell you that the next level to this is actually being it on CBS or NBC. I'm telling you, this, if you were here, you'd be like, wow.
But I want to go back to what you asked me originally.
Go
because
ahead.
You asked me a couple of questions, and one of the questions you asked me was, why did I choose you?
Right.
And, well, that's a really great question that I'd love to answer. I look for certain qualities when I'm scouting for somebody to do a show or a podcast. And it's the charisma, it's the energy, it's passion, and it's somebody that has something to say. You know, that they have interesting opinions and viewpoints. And I got to meet Kenny through work, and we were chatting a lot, and he was always very philosophical, and he always had great points, and he just loved to talk. And I said to Kenny,
It's true.
said to Kenny, I said, why don't you do this in front of the camera?
Actually, John came to me about a year and a half ago, and he was showing me the podcast of him and his mom's, and I thought that was kind of cute. And he had asked me at that time, you should do a podcast, because I actually used to teach Latin dance. And so he said, why don't you come on my pod and teach us how to do Latin dance on the pod?
I remember that.
Remember that?
Yes.
And so, I mean, we're talking about going a few years ago.
Yeah.
But we never, even though me and John talk every day, when we see each other, I yell out to him, Big John, because he's a big
And then I
guy.
say, Big Kenny.
Right. And so that's how, we started communicating. And every time we communicate, we would get into some philosophical conversation about whatever. It didn't have to have a topic. It was just a matter of because this guy you could touch base with him on a lot of topics. Believe me. Just because he's losing his hair, that's probably because he got so much information. He's burning up all his cells. But he's a fun person also. I mean, believe it or not, I love hanging out with this guy, and because he intrigues me about how much he knows, because some of the things that he knows that I bring up to him, I'm kind of shocked that he knows it, but he knows it. And I'm going to cut it short today, but I just want to say one thing. John, it's a pleasure working with you.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure working with you, too. We have so much to talk about. We go back and forth all the time, from serious and philosophical to ridiculous joking and laughter.
Right.
It's just, this is a constant cycle.
Yeah. And also I want to say thank you to Malcolm. Malcolm's in the background. Say hello, Malcolm.
Hello, Malcolm.
This is a great thing that we're trying to do here. They keep me on my toes. John applies the pressure to me. Believe me, sometimes these podcasts do not go smooth. They have to pull me up a little bit.
TV is tough work.
Yeah, it is.
It's really tough.
It is.
It's, when you see a good production, everything looks smooth sailing, everything looks easy, but it is not. And I'm sure Kenny can now attest to that.
Yeah, you're not getting actually what I'm giving half the time. Half the time they have to edit and do what they do. I can't even tell you because I don't know nothing about what they do. These guys are the experts. I'm just the guy that sits in front of the camera. And I appreciate John sitting in with me today. This is KRVSR Productions, and this is John. Please push the like button and subscribe, please. We're out. Thank you.
You guys.